What is up today, YouTube? So I want to talk about where I've been, and it's kind of been a bumpy road the past month or so. Uh, I want to tell a story really quick about me. So to everybody who knows me, I'm kind of known as the person that things don't bother him. I don't show emotion. I don't give emotion, and I've lived my life like that pretty much since I can remember. Never really was born with a lot of emotion, and I've kind of just locked it away. But I want to tell a story real quick, and then I talk about what happened. When I was 11, I met this girl, and we became such good friends. I played baseball with her brother, and for the next 4 years, we were best friends. We were thick as thieves. And 4 years, I convinced myself, each year you're gonna ask her out. You're gonna ask her out. I had this huge crush on her, and that. And when I finally got up to asking her out, I really thought I had planned out everything she could say in my head. And what I didn't expect from her was I said, "Hey, I really like you." And her response back was, "Oh, I thought you were gay." And the reason why she thought I was gay is because I was nice. And that crushed me. And this is completely a true story. The very next day, she walked up to me and she said, "Hey, I think your friend's hot. Can you set us up?" And why is this story relevant? Well, all those years ago, 10 years ago, I swallowed my pride and I set them up with each other. Even though it crushed me inside. I realized to help someone, I can't care about how it affected me. And 10 years later, they're planning their wedding now. Their kid was born a little while ago. And they've been together for 10 years. And as an adult, I can appreciate that, whereas a kid, it crushed me. And I've lived my entire life by those standards that I don't care how helping you will make me feel. I only care that I get to help you. And about a month ago, something started bothering me, and things don't bother me like that. That was a weird thing. But I just shrugged it off, and I don't know what this is, but I'm going to get over it. And about a month goes by, it's now turned more into a depression. And I knew what it was at that point. I knew what was bothering me. And my wife comes to me and says, "Hey, what's wrong? I know something's wrong. You never show signs that something's wrong, but you are right now. You need to tell me what's happening." And I knew if I told her, it would hurt her. She would take it in the wrong way, and she wouldn't understand. And how could I do that? How could I, as her husband, how could I hurt my wife, no matter how bad it was hurting me? But she ended up drawing it out of me. She ended up pestering me enough to tell her, and it did. She did take it in the wrong way, and she did get crushed and hurt, and it was then rough for a couple of days. And a few days go by, and she comes back to me and she says, "Hey, I wanted to let you know I now understand." And there was about another week there of arguments and discussions back and forth. And it took about a total of a week for her to come back and truly understand. And that's when I started to feel better, having this conversation. Um, then I spent about another week just like mentally recovering. And by the time all this was done, I had fallen behind so much on the updates, the repairs on the house, that I was now put in a really tough spot. And this is last week. And I'd spent a couple of days telling myself, so I have a shed coming. I haven't told you guys this. This is one of my new main projects going on. I have a shed being dropped off right behind me in the back of my property that's going to be double the size of my current workshop, and it will become my new workshop. And it's going to be awesome, great, and a lot of fun. The issue is the company can accommodate and put it in this really tough spot, but they can't level the ground. So that it has to be me and my family and people helping me out. But I had put it off for so long that I was running out of time, and then I decided, like, hey, Sunday I'm going to do this. I don't care if I get a video up. I don't care anything. I just have to do this, and my shower broke. And with 5 other people in my house, I had to focus on that. So I taught myself how to repair the shower, and I got that done, and that felt great. But I got a call this week that was like bone shattering to me, where they called me and they said to me, "Hey, your shed's ready. We're going to drop it off tomorrow." And I had to tell them, "No, you can't. I'm nowhere near being done. You guys have to give me a little bit more time. So tomorrow, it's supposed to be nice out. I'm having my family come over. We're supposed to be getting that done." But that's kind of where I've been, just not in a solid mental state. And tonight, my wife had picked out a movie. I lay down for a nap, and she picked out a brand new Tony Hawk documentary. and listening to Rodney Mullen, Lance Mountain, Steve Caballero, Mike McGill, and all these other guys, it made me realize that my coping mechanism, that the skateboarding, just it hasn't been there for me. Because it had to take a backseat. It had to. I'm an adult. I'm a grown man who provides for 5 people. Skateboarding with the winter and all that. I just couldn't do it, and I realized I was growing resentment. I've always been able to hop on my board and just go for a cruise, and no matter what was bothering me would fade away. And I haven't been able to do that recently. And I'm sure that also leads to why things were bothering me more. But I will say my wife was there, and after a nice conversation, was able to regain some of that mental health. Uh, I'm still not going to stand here or sit here and tell you guys that I'm the most mentally healthy. I had a bunch of college professors, and I had a bunch of teachers in high school, my parents. A lot of people want me to go to therapy. They don't understand that I'll never care about how helping someone makes me feel. And I will live the rest of my life. If I can die knowing I helped 10,000 people, I'll die a happy man. I don't care how my life was. So, therapy is definitely not in my future, but skating is. And I just, I need to get through some of these projects, but I need to get back on my board. I just wanted to tell you guys what's been going on, why I haven't been posting. Because I have a handboard video ready. I didn't feel like posting it. So, I will be seeing you guys soon once some of these projects are done. But as always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Have a great day, guys, and keep pushing forward.